you'll never find another like me. You that I'm a hero, baby, and no one ever did before I jump. You're the kind of guy that ladies want. There's a lot of cool chicks out there. I knew that I was psycho on the phone. I never leave hell and no, oh no. You're always gonna follow where I go. There's a lot of cool chicks out there. One of these things is not like the other. Like a rainbow all at the colors. Maybe it's all when it comes to a lover. Promise that you'll never find another like me.
Texting girls, but I'm thinking about you, baby. Hit you up, but I'm so trying not to come off crazy. If it were up to me, I'd be calling you right now, baby. But I'm in bed, texting girls, thinking about you, baby. Don't know what to say. Probably shouldn't tell you this, but fuck it. Here's my confession. I'm kinda hooked on you, and in the mood for an obsession. You might be someone I could love, or you're just somebody I fucked once. Somebody I fucked once. But I have to act like I don't know life in and out from your Instagram account. If it were up to me, I'd be calling you down already. But you're not, I forgot. Did you ask me something? I'm so lost. Don't know what to say. Probably shouldn't tell you this, but fuck it. Here's my confession. I'm kinda hooked on you, and in the mood for an obsession. Yeah, you might be someone might be somebody else's girl someday. I shouldn't tell you this, but something is my confession. I kinda hooked on you in the middle session. Yeah, you might be someone I could love, or you're just somebody else's. Girl in an all pink drop top, no pants, no shoes, no crop top. Got my picture saved on a laptop. Well, I just wanna see your face when the backdrop. I'm telling, I'm not telling. Spell my name until she's yelling. Lipstick lover, all pink covers. Mommy, mommy, kiss your mother. Please don't call me another hour. Three more girls are climbing in the shower. Don't call, you know I can't answer. Please don't call me another hour. Three more girls are climbing in the shower. Don't call, you know I can't answer. Girls in the pink towels and all. 1 pound, 2 pound, 3 out the window. These hits stop like a barrel like Kimbo. I be getting blocks, yeah, I'm left in well. I'm telling, I'm not telling. Spell my name until she's yelling. Lipstick lover, all pink covers. Mommy, mommy, kiss your mother. Please don't call me another hour. Three more girls are climbing in the shower. Don't call, you know I can't answer. Please don't call me another hour. Three more girls are climbing in the shower. Don't call, you know I can't answer. Please don't call me another hour. Three more girls are climbing in the shower. Don't call, you know I can't answer. Please don't call me another hour. Three more girls are climbing in the shower. Don't call, you know I can't answer.
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
slide over.
No, no.
Like I'm saying,
Oh, no, no. No, you're good.
Hello, good evening. Welcome to our All-Femme Juliet.
one little note, we lost our Romeo like about a little over a week ago, so we're gonna Romeo, we will have her about a week. She's awesome. She's still only one book for here because, Romeo, it's a small part, but, it takes a while to learn, So that's one note. Two, I think you all know the restrooms right out the door to the right. I left, sorry. The playground's about an hour and a half. There's no intermission, so if you have to step out for a reason, just go. Emergency exit for you. And I believe that's it. We're ready to start. 3 minutes to get all of the seconds. Oh no, that's fine. I got this little step and then I'm good.
Do you bite your thumb at me, sir?
I do bite my thumb, sir.
Do you bite your thumb at me, sir?
Is the law on my side if I say I? No, sir. I do not bite my thumb at you, sir. But I bite my thumb, sir.
Do you quarrel, sir?
If you do, I serve as good as none as you.
Heartfuls, put up thy swords, who know what you do.
Benvolio, turn thee, look upon thy death.
Put up thy sword, I look for peace.
Peace. I hate that word, as I hate hell, all Montagues, and thee. Have at thee, coward!
Alack, what noise is this? Ah, my sword, a noise. Alack, old Lady Montague hath come. Thou villain Capulet, hold me not, let me go.
Oh, where is Romeo?
Good madam, this morning I looked out over the window, and in the golden meadow did see him wandering in the covered woods, and I seeing him walk towards him, and he seeing me did hide away, and I knowing his feelings did not seek to follow.
Many a morning hath he there been seen, with tears augmenting the fresh morning dew, adding to clouds more clouds with his deep sighs.
I hear him come. Step away. I'll know his grievance or be deceived.
I would thou wert happy by thy state with your shrift.
Good morrow, cousin.
Is the day so young?
It is a new pastime.
Tiny sad hours seem long. Was that my father? I went in so fast.
It was. Oh, poor Romeo, what sadness lengthens thy hours.
Not having that which having makes them short.
In love?
Ouch.
A love?
Out of her favor where I am in love.
I love so gentle in look, yet so vicious in proof.
Alas, that love whose view is muffled still, should without eyes see pathways to his will. Where shall we dine? No, me. What fray has happened here? Yet tell me not, for I have heard it all. Still waking sleep. That is not what this is. This love I feel that feel no love in this. Dost thou not laugh?
No, cause for you I weep.
Good heart at what?
At thy good heart's oppression.
Why, such is love's transgression. Griefs of mine own lie heavy in my breast, which thou wilt propagate, to have it pressed with more of thine. This love that thou hast shown doth add more grief to much of mine own. Love is a smoke raised with a fume of sighs.
Oh, sadly, tell me who is it that we love?
What shall I groan and tell thee?
Grown? No, but sadly, tell me so.
Bid a sick man in sadness make his will. A word ill urged to one that is so ill. In sadness, cousin, I do love a woman.
So I am here when I supposed you loved.
All right, good mark, man. Oh, and she is fair that I love.
Oh, good mark is sooner rather hit.
Well, in that hit you'll miss. She'll not be hit with Cupid's arrow. She hath dame's wit, and in strong proof of chastity, well armed. From love's weak childish bow she lives unharmed. She will not stay the siege of loving terms.
Oh, she hath sworn her life to live in
She
chaste.
hath, and in that swearing made huge waste.
You're my mind, forget her.
Teach me how I should forget to think.
By giving liberty to thine eyes, examine other beauties. Now, my lord, what say you to my suit?
But saying over what I have said before, my child is yet a stranger in the world. She hath not seen the change of 14 years.
Younger than she, our happy mother's maid.
And too soon married her, those are early mind. The earth hath swallowed all my hopes, but she is the hopeful lady of my earth. But woo her gentle Paris, get her heart. My will to her consent is but a part. And she agreed within her scope of choice, last my fair courting voice. Come, go with me. Go, Sarah. Stretch about through fair Verona and find these persons out whose names are written there, and to them say my house and all their welcome stay.
I'm from that whose names are written here. I must have learned. In good time. God then, I praise her. Can you read?
I, my own fortune and misery.
Haven't learned without book, but I praise her. Can you read anything you see?
I know the letters and the language.
You say honestly, rest you merry.
Say, sir, I can read.
Signor Martino and his wife and daughters, County Anselm and his beauty sisters, the lady widow of Vitravio, Signor Placentio and his lovely nieces, Mercutio and his brother Valentine, mine uncle Capulet, his wife and daughters, my fair niece Rosaline, Lydia, Signor Valentino and his cousin Tybalt, Lucio, and the lively Helena. A fair assembly. Whither should they come? Oh, whither?
To supper, to our house.
Whose house?
My master's.
Indeed, I should have asked you that before.
And now I will tell you without asking. My master is the great rich Capulet. If you be not of the house of Montague, I pray, come crush a cup of wine. Rest you merry.
At this same ancient feast of Capulets, sups the fair Rosaline whom thou dost love. Go and see the other beauties of Verona, and examine them untethered, and see any woman that I show, you'll see your swans a crow. Nurse, call my daughter. Where is she?
Now, by my maidenhead, I bid her come.
What labor?
Why, lamb! God forbid! Where is this girl? What, Juliet? Oh,
I am here. What is your will?
your mother craves word with you.
Hello, mother. What is your work?
This is the matter. Nurse, nurse, give us leave. We must speak in secret. Shoo. Nurse, come back. I forgot myself. Back and hear our counsel. You have known my daughter from a pretty age.
Faith, I can tell her age up to an hour.
She's not yet 14.
She is not 14. How long is it now till August 1st?
A fortnight and some odd days.
Even or odd, out of all days in the year, she shall be 14.
Shh. Daughter, tell me, what is your disposition to be married?
It is an honor that I dream not of.
An honor. Were not I thine only nurse, I would say thou sucked wisdom from thy teeth.
Well, think of it now. By all accounts, all the fair ladies of Verona are already made mothers. By your age, I was your mother, and now you are a fair maid. To be brief, the Count in Paris seeks you for his love.
A man, young lady. Wait, such a man. He's a man of what?
There's not a summer flower in all of Verona as fair as he.
Nay, he's a flower. Faith, a very flower.
He'll come to our feast tonight. Look over his face. Tell me, daughter, do you love him?
I'll look to like, if looking like you move, but I will no farther and dart mine eye than your consent gives strength to fly.
Go, girls. Sing happy nights to happy days.
What? Shall this speech be spoke for our excuse, or shall we on without an apology?
By my proximity, I'll measure them a measure and be gone.
Give me a torch. I am not apt for this ambling. Being but heavy, I will bear the light.
Nay, gentle Romeo, we must have you dance.
Not I, believe me, you have dancing shoes with nimble soles. I have soles of lead, so stakes me to the ground. I cannot move.
You are a lover, borrow Cupid's wings, and soar with them above a common bound.
I am too, and pierced with his shaft to soar with his light feathers, and so bound, I cannot bound a pitch above dull woe. Under love's heavy burden do I sink.
And to sink in it, should you burden love, too great oppression for a tender thing.
Is love a tender thing? It is too rough, too rude, too boisterous. It breaks like a foam.
If love be rough with you, be rough with love. Prick love for pricking, and you beat love down. Give me a case to put my visage in, a visor for a visor. What care I what curious eye doth court deformities? Here are the beetle brows shall blush for me.
Come knock and enter no sooner in. Let every man betake him to his leg.
A torch for me. Let wantons light a heart tickle the senseless rushes with their heels. For I am provoked with a grandchild phrase. I'll be candle holder, and I will look on. The game was ne'er so fair, and I am done.
But judge the mouse, the constable's own word. If thou art done, we'll draw thee from the mother's Sir Reverence love, or let's take us up to the airs. Come, we burn daylight, ho!
Nay, that is not so.
I mean, sir, into lay. We burn our lights in vain like lamps by day. Take our good meaning, for judgment sits 5 times in that air once in our 5 winds.
And we mean well going to this mass, but 'tis no wit to go.
And why, may one ask?
I dreamed a dream tonight.
And so did I.
Well, what was yours?
That dreamers often lie.
In bed asleep while they do dream things true.
Ah, then I see Queen Maud hath been with you. She is the fairy's midwife, and she comes in shape no larger than an agate stone on the forefinger of an altar hand, drawing with a team of little atoms athwart swins' noses as they lie asleep. And in this state she gallops night by night through lovers' dreams, and makes the man dream of love, or a courtier's knees, who dream on curtsy straight, or lawyer's fingers, who straight dream on fees, or lady's lips, who straight on kisses dreams, which oft the magre mad with blisters plagues, because the rest with sweetmeats tainted are. This is that very mad that plats the manes of horses in the night, and bakes the elf locks and fowls for the shares, which, once entangled, much misfortune goes. This is a hag that, when maids lie on their backs, presses them and learns them first to bear, making the women of the
Peace,
carriage.
Mercutio, peace, thou talkest of nothing.
True, I talk of dreams, which are the children of an idle brain, begot of nothing but vain fantasy, which is as thin of substance as the air, and more inconstant than the wind, who moves, even now, the frozen bosom of the north. The being anchored, puffs away from thence, turning his face to the dewy rock in south.
Strike! Drum!
What lady is that doth teach the torches to burn bright?
I know not, sir.
Did my heart love till now? Or swear its sight, for I ne'er saw true beauty until this night.
Despite his voice should be a Montague. That's why I'm put here. How dare this slave come hither, covered with an antic face of clear and scorn of her solemnity? Now, by the stock and honor of my kin, to strike him dead, I hold it not a sin.
How now, kinsman, wherefore stun you so?
'Tis a Montague, our foe, a villain that is hither come in spite, to scorn of her solemnity this night.
Young Romeo, is it?
'Tis he, that villain Romeo.
Can't be gentle, let us let alone. For he bears him like a poorly gentleman. And to say truth, Verona brags of him to be a virtuous and well-governed youth. I would not for the world of all the town do him bereavement here in my house. Therefore, be patient. Take no note of him.
It fits when such a villain is a guest. I'll not endure him.
He shall be endured.
'Tis a shame.
Go to, go to. You are a saucy boy, so indeed. This trick may chance to escape you. Now, be patient, or well spent my heart's this time. Be quiet, or I'll make you quiet.
Patience perforce with willful calling meeting makes my flesh tremble with their different greeting. I will withdraw. But this intrusion shall, now seeming sweet, convert to bitter gall.
If I do profane with my unworthiest hands this holy shrine, the gentle finds this. My lips, two blushing pilgrims, ready stand to smooth rough touch with a gentle kiss. Good pilgrim, you do wrong your hand too much. And the unworthiness is this, for saints have hands, and pilgrims' hands do touch in palm to palm, as holy palmers kiss. Have not saints lips, and holy palmers too. I pilgrims, lips that they must use in prayer. Oh then, dear saints, let lips do what hands do. They pray, grant thou, lest faith turn to despair. The saints do not move, but for prayer's sake. Then move not, while my prayer's effect I take, thus from my lips by yours, my sin be purged. Then have my lips again what sin they took. Oh, sin from thy lips, oh, trespass be the urge. Give me my sin back again. You kiss my book.
Nana! Your mother craves to work with you.
Oh, that be her mother.
Mary Bachelor, her mother is the lady of the house.
Happiness? Oh, my life is my foe's death.
Strike away, begone, the sport is done.
I so I fear the more is my unrest. Tell me, gentlers, who is yon gentleman that would lead for the door?
Oh, the son and heir of Pegurio.
Great. And who is yon gentleman there?
Oh, Mary, that I think the young Patricio.
And who is yon gentleman there that would not dance? Oh, I know not. Ooh, let's get his name. If you be married, then my grave is to be my wedding bed.
His name is Romeo and the Montague, the son of your great enemy.
My only love sprung from my only hate. Prodigious birth, it seems to me that I must love a loathed enemy.
What's this? What's this?
Rhyme I learned and danced to with all. Oh, loathed enemy.
Anon, come, let's away, the stranger souls are gone.
Can I go forward when my heart is here? Turn back, dullard, and find thy center out.
Romeo, my cousin, Romeo.
He is wise, and on my line hath stolen a hope to bed.
He leapt above the orchard wall. Call him good Mercutio.
Nay, I'll conjure too. Romeo! Humors! Madman? Passion? Lover? Appear now in the likeness of a sigh. Say but one word, and I am satisfied. Cry but love, or I need, or dove. The ape is dead, and I must conjure him. I conjure thee by Rosaline's bright eye, by her high forehead and her scarlet lip, by her fine foot, quivering thigh, and the domains that there adjacent lie, that in that likeness thou appear to us.
Oh, if he hear thee, thou wilt anger him.
This cannot anger him. Would anger him to raise up a spirit in his mistress' circle of some strange nature, and letting it stand there until she had laid it and conjured it down. That were some spite, but my invocation is fair and honest, and I conjure in his mistress' name only to raise up him.
Come, look among the trees. His love is blind and does it in the dark.
If love is blind, love cannot hit the mark. Romeo, good night. I'll to my truckle bed. This field bed is too cold for me to sleep. Come, shall we go?
There's no point to look for he that wishes not to be found.
He jests at scars that never felt a wound. What soft, what light through yonder window breaks? It is the east, and Juliet is the sun. Oh, arise, fair sun, and kill the envious moon, who is already sick and pale with grief, for her maid is more fair than she. Be not her maid, since she is envious. Her vestal livery is but sick and green, and none of the fools do wear it. Cast it off. Oh, it is my lady. It is my love. See how she doth rest her hand upon her cheek. Oh, that I were a glove upon that hand, so that I may touch that cheek.
I may.
She speaks. Oh, speak again, sweet angel.
Oh, Romeo. Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo? Deny thy father and refuse thy name, or if thou shalt not, keep it sworn, my love, and I'll no longer be a Capulet.
Shall I hear more, or shall I speak of this?
Why is a Montague? It is just thy name that is mine enemy, and not thyself. What's in a name? It's neither hand, nor foot, nor face, nor any other part of a man. That which we call a rose would smell just as sweet by any other name, as would Romeo. So Romeo, shed thy Montague and take all of myself.
I'll take the word.
Oh, call me but love,
Oh,
and I'll be new baptized. Henceforth I will never be Romeo.
what man? The screen in the night calls to me and hears upon my conference.
By a name I know not how to tell thee who I am. My name, dear saint, is hateful to myself, because it is an enemy to thee. Had I written it, I would tear at the word.
My ears have not drunk yet 100 of thy tongue's utterance, yet I know the sound. Art thou not Romeo? The Montague?
Neither, dear saint, if either thee dislike.
How camest thou here? And wherefore the orchard walls are high and hard to climb, and if any of my kinsmen see thee here, they will kill thee.
Well, with love's light wings did I overpurge these walls, for stony limits cannot hold love out. Then what can love do that dares love attempt? Therefore thy kinsmen are no left to me.
Thou knowest the night paints my face, or else a native blush would paint my cheek. Does thou love me? I know, thou wilt say I, and I will take thee at thy word, but if thou swearest, thou may prove false. Or if thou think my behavior too light, and I am too easily won, I will frown and say thee nay, so you can woo. Faith in my few, I fear I am too fond. But I swear, I will be more true than those who have the cunning to be strange.
Oh, lady, by yonder blessed moon, I swear
Oh,
that.
swear not by the moon.
What shall I swear by?
Do not swear at all. Or if thou shalt, swear by thyself, which is God and mine idolatry, and I'll believe thee.
If my heart's dear love.
Surely do not swear. While you take great pleasure in thee, I have no joy in this conference tonight. It is too rash, too sudden, too unplanned.
Will thou leave me so unsatisfied?
What satisfaction canst thou have tonight?
The exchange of thy love's fair confession for mine.
My dear, thou had it before I even knew to give it. Although I were, have again.
Would thou withdraw it? For what purpose, love?
Only to give it thee once more. Oh, I hear a noise within. Sweet Montague, stay a while. I will be but brief.
Oh, blessed, blessed night! I am feared, being a night that this is all but a dream. Oh, it is too flattering, sweet to be substantial.
Yes. 3 words indeed. Good night. 2, if thy bent of love be honorable, and thy purpose marriage, send me where and what time you will perform the rite, and I will follow thee to the ends of the earth. But if thy love not be true, I swear, I beseech thee, leave me to my grief. I come none. 3, and Madam, I come none. I forgot I did call you back.
I will stand here till thou dost remember it.
I will forget further still, remembering how much I love thy company.
And still I'll stay to have thee forgetting any other home but this one.
Oh, light and light it grows. I would that they were gone, but only so much as a little wanton bird that pops from its hand and is plucked back by a silken string, so loving jealous of its liberty.
I were thy bird.
So would I, although I would kill thee with too much cherishing. Good night. Good night. Parting is such sweet sorrow that I shall say good night to you more.
Oh, sleep dwelt on thine eyes, peace in thy breast. Would I were sleep and peace, so sweet to rest. Hence I will to my ghostly father sell, his help to crave and dear half to tell. Good morrow, father.
Oh, Romeo, thou hast not been to bed tonight.
The sweeter rest was mine.
Oh, and have thou been with Rosalind?
My ghostly father, no. With Rosalind, no. I forgot that name, and that name's Woe.
Oh, good, my child, but then where hast thou been?
I'll tell thee ere thou ask it me again. I have been feasting mine enemy.
Speak plainly, good son. Your riddling drift confuses me.
Then no, my heart's dear love is set on the fair daughter of rich Capulet. As mine on hers, so is hers set on mine. We met, we wooed, and made an exchange of vow. Well, I'll not tell thee as we pass, but this I pray, that thou consent to marry us today.
Oh, holy Saint Francis! What of Rosaline, whom thou lovest so dear, she's cast aside? And truly, young man's love lies not in their heart, but in their eyes. Oh, lo and behold, what upon your cheek doth sit? Why, it's a dry tear that is not washed off yet. All these woes and woes of thine, all of them for Rosaline.
Thou chidest me off for loving Rosaline,
Not loving, doting, my pupil.
and bades me bury love.
Not buried. To love you must have another.
I pray chide not she who I love now, for grace and love allow. The other did not so.
Oh, she knew well. She knew you loved by rote and could not spell. But, young weaver, come with me. Your assistant I will be. For maybe this alliance shall prove to turn your household's rancor to love.
Oh, let his head! I stand on sudden haste.
Walk slowly, he stumbles that runs.
What the devil should this Romeo be? Came he not home tonight?
Not to his father's, I spoke with the man.
Ah, that same pale, hard-hearted wench, that Rosaline, torments him so that he will sure run mad.
Old Tybalt, kinsman of Capulet, sent a letter to his father's home.
A challenge on my life.
Romeo will answer it.
Any man that can write may answer a letter.
Romeo, upon hearing the challenge, will answer it. He dares answer being dared. Oh, here comes Romeo! Here comes Romeo!
Oh, Romeo, Romeo, how art thou fishified like a bride carried? You gave us a counterfeit fairly last night.
Good morrow, cousin. What counterfeit did I give thee?
The slip, sir, the slip. Can you not conceive?
Pardon, good Mercutio. My business was great, and in such case as mine, a man may strain courtesy.
Meaning to say, such a case as yours constrains a man to bow in the hands.
Meaning, to courtesy,
Thou hast most kindly hit it.
a most courteous exposition.
Nay, I'm the very pink of courtesy.
Pink for flower?
Right.
Why then my pump is well flowered.
Well said. Follow me this jest then, till thou hast worn out thy pump. That when the single soul of it is worn, the jest may remain after wearing the soul singular.
Oh, single soul, just solely single for the singles.
Come between us, good Benfolio, for my wits faint.
Switch and spurs, or I'll cry a match.
Nay, if thy wits run the wild goose chase, I have done. For thou hast more of the wild goose in one of thy wits than I have, I am sure, in my whole five.
Thou was never with me for anything when thou was not there for the goose.
I will bite thee by the ear for that jest.
Oh nay, good goose, bite not.
Thy wit is a very bitter sweet, it is a most sharp sauce.
Oh, here's goodly gear.
A sail, a sail! Ye good morrow, gentlemen. Good ye good den, fair gentlewoman.
Is it good then?
'Tis no less, for the body hand of the dial is upon the prick of noon.
Out upon you, what a man are you?
One gentlewoman that God hath made for himself to mar.
Gentlemen, can any of you tell me where I may find the young Romeo?
I can tell you, but young Romeo will be older when you find him than when you saw him. I am the youngest of that name for followers.
You say well. Is the worst well? Very well tipped. Wisely, wisely.
If you be he, sir, I desire some confidence with you.
Oh, she will indict him to suffer!
So ho!
Farewell, ancient lady, farewell.
Pray, sir, a word. As I told you, my young lady bade me inquire you out. What she bade me say, I will keep to myself. But first, let me tell you, if you should pull her into a fool's paradise, as they say, then it were a very gross kind of behavior, as they say. For the gentlewoman is young, and therefore, if you should feel double with her, then truly it were a very ill thing to be offered to any gentlewoman, and very weak dealing.
Nurse, commend me to thy lady and mistress. I protest unto thee.
Good heart and faith I will. Oh, Lord, she will be a rightful woman.
What wilt thou tell her, nurse? Thou dost not mark me.
I will tell her, sir, that you do protest, which, as I take it, is a gentlemanlike offer.
Bid her devise some means to come to shrift this afternoon, and there she shall at Friar Lawrence's cell be shrift and married. Here is for thy pains.
No, truly, sir, not a penny.
Go to, I say, you shall.
This afternoon, sir, she shall be there.
And stay, good nurse, behind the abbey wall. Within this hour, my man shall be there and bring thee cords made like a tackled stair. Farewell, commend me to thy mistress.
God in heavens bless thee. Heart you, sir.
What sayest thou, my dear nurse?
Is your man secret? Did you never hear say, two can keep a secret if one is gone?
I warn thee, my man is as true as steel. Commend me to thy mistress.
I 1,000 times.
The clock did strike 9 when I sent the nurse. She promised me back a half-hour thither, and she has not yet come. Perhaps she cannot meet him. That is not so. Okay. Between the hours of 9 and 12 is 3 hours a day, and still she not come. She had youthful blood. She would bandy to my love like a ball, and my words send to him and straight back to me. The old folks feign as if they were dead. Slow, unwielding, pale as lead. Oh God, here she comes. Sweet nurse! Hi, nurse! Hi, oh no! Why don't you look so sad? Really, why does that look so sad? If thou hast good news, you sour them with your sour face, but if you hast bad news, please tell them merrily.
I am a-weary. Just give me leave a while. Fie, how my bones ache. What a chance have I had.
I would you had my bones and I thine knew. The really good nurse speak.
Jesus, what haste. Can you not stay a while? Do you not see that I am out of breath?
How art thou out of breath when you can say that thou art out of breath and be out of breath? Your excuse is longer in your delay. Just let me be satisfied.
Well, you made a simple choice. You know not how to choose a man. Romeo? No, not he.
Fine.
Though his face be finer than any man's, yet his leg excels all men's. And for a hand and a foot and a body, though they be not maybe talked on, they are past compare. And he is not the flower of courtesy, but I'll warrant him as gentle as a lamb. Go thy ways, wench, serve God. What, have you dined at home?
No, but this not just now. What says he about marriage? What that?
Oh, ow! Lord, how my head aches! Oh, what a head have I! It beats as it were falling 1,000 pieces! Oh, my back! Oh, my back on the other side! Oh, my back! Be sure your heart from sending me about to catch my dead jumping up and down!
If I am sorry thou art not well. Pretty nurse, sweet nurse. What says my love?
Your love says, like an honest gentleman, and a courteous, and a kind, and a handsome.
Yes.
And where is your mother?
Where is my mother? Where she is in? Where else should she be? How oddly that replies. Your love sounds like an honest, handsome gentleman. Where is your mother?
Sleeper, are you so hot? Is this the poultice for my aching bones? Henceforward, do your messages yourself.
Here's your foil. What says my love?
Have you got leave to go to shrift today?
I have.
Then high hands to Friar Lawrence's cell, for there stays a husband to make you a wife. And there goes the wanton blood up in your cheeks. They'll turn scarlet straight on any news.
So smile the heavens upon this holy act, and hopefully the sorrow chides us not in after hours.
Amen, amen. But come what sorrow can, it cannot countervail the exchange of joy that one short minute gives me in her sight. It is enough that I may call to mine.
These violent delights have violent ends. Oh, here comes the lady. Oh, Mercutio, let us retire. The day is hot and Capulets abound, and if we find them, we shan't escape abroad.
Thou art like one of those fellows that when he enters the confines of a tavern, claps his sword on the table and says, God give me no need of thee, and by operation of the second cup, draws it on the drawer when indeed there is no need.
Am I like such a fellow?
Come, come, thou art hot as Jack as any in Italy, and as soon moved to be moody, and as soon moody to be moved.
Gentlemen, good then. A word with one of you.
And but one word with one of us, couple it with something, make it a word, and a blow.
Thou shalt find me apt enough to that, sir, and you will give me occasion.
Canst you take some occasion without giving?
Mercutio, thou consorts with Romeo.
Consort? Dost make us minstrels, and thou make minstrels of us? Look for nothing but discords? Here's my fiddlestick, here's that shall make you dance. Sounds, consort.
We are in a private hunt of men. They can hear us. I beg you, retire to a private place and speak of thy grievances quietly, or else all eyes gaze upon us.
Men's eyes were made to look, let them gaze. I budge for no man's pleasure.
Oh, peace be with you, Mercutio. Here comes my man.
How be hanged, sir, beware your lively. Marry, go before the field, he'll be a follower there. In that sense your worship may call him man.
Romeo, the hate I bear thee can afford no better term than this. Thou art a villain.
Tybalt, the reason I have to love thee doth not excuse the appertaining rage to such a greeting. Well, then am I not? Therefore farewell, I see thou knowst me not.
Why, this shall not excuse the injuries thou hast done me. Therefore, burn and draw.
I do protest I never injured thee, but love thee better than thou canst devise till thou shalt know the reason for thy love. Dear Capulet, whose name I tender as dearly as mine own, be satisfied.
Oh, calm, dishonorable, vile submission. Tybalt, you rat catcher, will you walk?
What wouldst thou have with me?
Good king of cats, nothing but one of your 9 lives that I mean to make bold withal, and as you shall use me hereafter, drive you the rest of the 8. Will you pluck your sword out of its pitcher by the ears? Make haste, let mine give out your ears ere it be out.
I am for you.
Gentle Mercutio, put thy rapier up.
Come, sir, your passado. wide as a church door, but it is enough to serve. Ask for me tomorrow, and you'll find me a brave man. I never born for this world. Why the devil came here between us? I was hurt under your arm.
I thought it for the best.
Good Pimpolia, help me into some house or I shall faint. A plague on both your houses. They made worse for me. And sadly, too, I haven't your houses.
My dearest friend had thought his mortal hurt on my behalf.
Romeo! Romeo, brave Mercutio is dead!
Tybalt, take the villain back again that thou late hast gavest me. For Mercutio's soul is but a little way above our heads, waiting for thine to join him. Either thou or I or both must join him.
Thou, wretched boy, that hast consorting here, shalt with him hence.
This shall determine that.
You fiery-footed steeds to Phoebus' lodging. Oh, come, loving knight, oh black-browed knight, and give me my Romeo. How now, nurse? Why dost thou wring thy hands? Nurse?
Well, a day. He's dead. He's dead. He's dead. We are undone, lady. We are undone. He's gone. He's killed. He's dead.
Can heaven be so envious?
Romeo can, though heaven cannot. Oh, Romeo, Romeo. Whoever would have thought it, Romeo?
Thou speaks unclearly. Has Romeo slain himself?
I saw the wound. I saw it with mine eyes. Here on his manly breast, all gore and blood. I swooned at the sight. Tybalt, the best friend I had. That ever I should think I would live to see thee dead.
How contrary your story blows. Is Romeo slain and Tybalt's dead? Who is living if both are gone?
Tybalt is gone. Romeo is vanished. Romeo that killed him, he is vanished.
Oh. Oh, flowering serpent. How, what hast thou to do in heaven when making such a palace?
There is no trust, no faith, no honesty in man. Shame come to Romeo!
Blessed be thy tongue, for making such a witch. Shame is ashamed to sit on Romeo. What a beast was I to chide at him?
Will you speak well of he that killed your cousin?
Will I speak ill of him that is my should be for joy. Why do I weep? So more impressed in my memory. Banished. Tybalt is slain, and Romeo banished. Banished, that one word banished, have killed 10,000 Tybalts. That word banished is Juliet, Romeo, Tybalt, mother, father, all slain, all dead. Where are my mother and father now?
Weeping and wailing over Tybalt's corpse? Will you go to them? I will bring you thither.
Let their tears wash his wound. Mine will be spent when they are dry on Romeo's banishment. Come, nurse, let's make my wedding bed, for death shall take my maidenhead.
Hide me in your chamber. I'll find Romeo to comfort you. I'll to him. I wot well where he is. He is hid at Lawrence's cell.
Oh, pity, nurse, pity. Give him this ring and pray. Let him come take his last farewell. Father, what news? What sorrow craves acquaintance at my hand that yet I know not?
A gentler judgment, not body's death, but body's banishment.
Ha! Banishment, be merciful, say death! For exile hath more terror in his look, much more than death. Do not say banishment.
Thou art banished from Verona. The world is wide and large.
There is no world outside Verona's walls, but purgatory, torture, hell itself, and worse, exile is death.
O rude unmercy, O grateful sin, thou hast been shown mercy, and thou seest not!
'Tis torture and not mercy. Heaven is here, where Juliet lives, and every cat and dog and little mouse and every unworthy thing live here in heaven, and may look on her. But Romeo may not. Romeo is banished. Flies may do this, but I from this much fly. They are free men, and I am banished. And does I get that exile is not death?
O fond man, listen to what I say.
Oh, you will speak again of banishment.
I give thee an armor to chide off that word, adversity, philosophy, sweet milk. Thou art just banished!
You're banished. Hang up philosophy. Unless philosophy can make the Juliet, displace the town, reverse the prince's doom. It helps not. It prevails not. Talk no more.
What, have madmen have no ears?
Yes, that only wise men have no eyes.
Let me speak of thy estate.
Thou canst speak of them, but thou dost not feel. Well, thou as young as I, Juliet thy love, an hour but married, Tybalt murdered, doting like me, and like me banished. Then mightest thou speak. Then mightest thou tear thy hair and fall upon the ground as I do now, taking the measure of an unmade grave.
Oh, hark! Romeo, someone is at the door. Hide!
Not I.
Hark, who's there? Who knocks so loudly? Hark!
Come in, and you shall know my errand. I come from Lady Juliet.
Oh, welcome then.
Oh, Holy Friar! Oh, tell me, Holy Friar, where is my lady's lord? Where is Romeo?
He is drunk within his tears.
Oh, he's just in my lady's estate. Piteous predicament. So she lies as well, blubbering and weeping and blubbering. Stand up. Stand up. Stand and give me a man. For Juliet's sake, for her sake, rise and stand.
Dost thou speak of Juliet? Does she not think me an old murderer? Oh, how is she? How doth she? What says my lady of her cancelled love?
Sir, she says nothing but weeps and weeps,
and now falls on her bed, and then starts up again, and on Tybalt calls, and then on Romeo cries, and then falls down again.
It's as if that name shot from the deadly level of a gun did murder her. Tell me, Friar, what vile part of this anatomy doth my name lodge? Tell me, so that I may sack the hateful mansion.
Romeo, put thy hand up. Thy Juliet is alive, whom thou should live for. Tybalt, who would have slain thee, is dead. Thou art happy. The law which should have sent you to death is now thy friend and sent you to exile. Thou art happy again. Blessing upon blessing is on your back. Nurse, go to thy lady. Tell her hasten the family to bed, with which such heavy sorrow they're apt to do. Romeo is coming.
My lord, I will tell her you are coming.
Will do so and bid my sweet prepared to chide.
Oh, here, sir. A ring she bid me give you. Hie you, and make haste, for it grows very late.
Oh, how much I am comforted by this.
Away and hence. Be gone by tomorrow morn, or else be furthermore in disguise from the hench. Sojourn in Wachua. I'll find thee thy man, and
From time to time, you'll tell me of your happen chance. Let me know what happens there. Goodbye, good Romeo, goodbye.
A joy past joy calls out to me. It were a grief so great to part with thee. Farewell.
Things have fallen out, sir, so unluckily that we have had no time to move our daughter. Look you, she loved her kinsmall Tybalt dearly, and so did I. Well, we were born to die. 'Tis very late. She won't come down tonight.
These times of woe afford no time to woo. Madame, good night. Commend me to your lady.
Sir Paris, I will make desperate tender of my child's love. She will be ruled by me, I think. Nay, more, I doubt it not. But, so what day is it?
Monday, my lord.
On Thursday, she shall be married to this noble earl. What say you? Do you like this haste? Tybalt being slain so late, they might think us that we held them carelessly. Therefore, we'll have some half a dozen friends and their aunt. But what say you to Thursday?
My lord, it would that Thursday or tomorrow.
Well, get thee gone then. Good night.
Nay. It is some nightingale.
Not work. That is here.
See, they sing on yon pomegranate trees at night. It was the nightingale, believe me. It was the lark, the herald of morn. Look, love, I must be gone and live, or stay and die. Yon light is not daylight. It is some meteor that the sun exhales to be a torchbearer to Mantua. Therefore stay, and be not away.
Let me be taken. Let me be put to death. I am content, so thou will have it so. Come, death, then welcome. Juliet wills it so. How is my love? Let's talk. It is not there. Fine, fine. That is the lark. Lighter and lighter it grows. More light, darker and darker our woes.
Madam?
Oh, nurse.
Your lady mother is coming to your chamber. Be wary and look about. The day is broke.
Then window light in and let life out. Farewell, farewell. One kiss and I'll descend. Oh, Fortune, be not fickle with him. I swear. Do not keep him long. But send him back.
Mother, I am not well.
Art thou weeping for thy cousin's death?
Aye, so we buy for that loss.
Well, if thou find the means, I'll find thee such a man. Girl, I bring thee joyful tidings.
Oh, I shall not be satisfied until I behold Romeo dead. I prithee, tell me thy joyful news.
Well, your father, you have such a careful parent, he, seeing upon thy heaviness, knew to look for a joyous occasion of the day, one that you looked not for.
What day, I prithee?
Marry, daughter, next Thursday morn. Thou art to wed County Paris at St. Peter's Church.
Not by St. Peter's Church, nor Peter himself, I shall therefore not be a happy bride. I wonder at this haste that I should wed before he comes to woo. Tell my father that if I am to wed, I'd rather it be Romeo, whom you know I hate, Gern.
Well, here he comes. Tell him yourself and see what he does at thy hand.
Have you delivered to her a decree?
Aye, sir. But would she not? This fool would rather marry to her grave.
How? Take me with you. Take me with you, wife. How will she none? Does she not give us thanks? Is she not proud? Does she not count her bliss unworthy as she is? If we have brought such worthy a nobleman to be her bridegroom?
Well, not proud, I prithee, but thankful. I cannot be proud in which I hate, but thankful that it came from love.
How now? Chop logic, chop logic. Thank me no thankings and proud me no prouds. But get settle your 5 joints to Thursday next to go with Sir Paris to St. Peter's Church, or I will drag thee on a hurdle thither.
Please, Father, I beseech thee, please, do not do so.
Why, you are mad. God's breath, it makes me mad. Day, night, hour, time, work, play, alone, in company. Still, my care has been to have her matched, and now having provided to have a whining mammoth, a wretched, ruling fool, to say, I will not wed, I cannot love. Speak not, reply not, do not answer me. Lay hands on heart. If you be mine, I'll give you to my friend. And you be not, hang, starve, die in the streets. For by my soul, I will never acknowledge thee, nor what is good shall ever do thee good. Be thinking, I'll not be forsworn.
Oh, thou art hot. Is there no pity in the clouds, Mother? Cast me not aside.
Speak not a word to me, for I will answer thee not. Do what thou will, I am done with thee.
Oh no. How can this be prevented? My fate is in heavens, but my heaven is here. Nurse! Please, some comfort.
Here it is. Then so the case so stands. I think it best you marry with the county.
Speaks thou from the heart.
And from my soul too. Or be sure them both!
Amen.
What?
You have cheered me marvelous much. Go tell my mother that I have gone to Friar Lawrence to repent and absolve myself for entering my father.
Marry I will. And this is wisely done.
Fine, ancient damnation. Go, counselor. From this moment forth, thy and my heart are twain. I shall to the friar to seek his remedy, or else seek my death.
On Thursday, sir, the time is very short.
so, and I am nothing slow to slack his haste.
You say you do not know how the lady think of it. I likes it not.
Moderately she weeps for Tybalt's death, and therefore have I little talked of her. For Venus smiles not in a house of tears. Now, sir, her father counts it dangerous that she doth give her sorrow so much so, and in his wisdom hates our marriage.
Oh, why would I know why it should be slowed? Oh, look, here comes thy lady.
Happily met my lady and my wife.
That may be, sir, when I am a wife.
That maybe must be love on Thursday next.
What must be shall be.
Oh, that's a certain text.
Come you to make confession to this father?
To answer that would be to confess to you.
Do not deny to him that you love me.
I will confess to you that I love him.
So will ye, I am sure, but you love me.
It will be more price hearing behind your back than to your face.
Poor soul, thy face is much abused with tears.
Victory for their spite, it was worse before.
Thou wrongst it more than tears without report.
It is no slander to speak of what is true, and I spoke it to my face.
Thy face is mine, and thou hast slandered it.
That may be, for it is not mine own. Father, are you at your leisure now, or shall I come to you at evening mass?
Yes, daughter, I am at my leisure now. Sorry, my lord, I bid you, we must time alone.
God shield I should disturb devotion. Juliet, on Thursday early will I rouse thee. Till then, adieu, and keep this holy kiss.
Oh, shut the door, and when thou hast come, weep with me, hast hope, hast cure, hast help.
Oh, grief, Juliet! I am beyond compassion's wits. Next Thursday you are to marry County Paris.
Do not speak to me of this marriage unless thou knowest how to prevent it. Speak not unless thou speakst of a remedy.
Bold daughter Juliet, I spy a kind of hope. That is an act of desperation to put off an execution. That is an execution so disastrous. If thou art willing to escape the marriage of County Paris by doing death unto thyself, then thou have strength of will to take a thing like death and chide off the shame. If thou
Rather than marry County Paris. Put me in a dead man's tomb. Oh, things that I would hear before that would make me cower and shiver, I will do without fear or tremble.
whole daughter. Be merry and kind, give your consent to marry. Go forth. Tomorrow is Wednesday. Wednesday night, make sure you look to lie low. Let not even thy nurse lie in bed with you. Take this vial while you're in this bed. This poison to distill, and this alcohol to distill it off. Presently, so as it runs through thy veins, a cold and drowsy thought shall overtake thee. Thy lack of pulse and breath and warmth shall testify thou no longer lives. The roses from your cheeks and lips shall fade away to pale and fateful ash. Thy windows to your soul shall dampen as if death said goodbye to day of life. And then as it goes through, your stark, stiff, cold, pale body shall testify that thou die. For this way you will stay for 42 hours, and then arise as if from a pleasant sleep. While you're away, I'll write to Romeo, and through my letters he'll know our drift, and he will come hither from Mantua, and he and I will come to thy tomb and see thy waking, and he'll take you away and save you from your sudden shame. That is, if no inconsistent toy or womanish fear shall abate thy valor in acting it.
Give me, tell me not of fear.
Be strong, good Juliet. Go, prosper.
Fare thee well.
So many gifts. Invite, ask here, or beat. Oh, and go around and hire me 20 cooks.
You shall have none else there, or I will try if they can lick their fingers.
How canst thou try them so?
Harry, sir, there's only an ill cook who cannot lick his own fingers. Therefore, he who cannot rip his fingers goes not with me.
Go to. What? Has my daughter been to Friar Lawrence?
Aye, forsooth.
Well, he may chance to do some good on her.
Aye, here she comes, nary adrift.
How now, my headstrong? Where have you been gadding?
I have to the friar's cell. To repent the sin of disobedient opposition, henceforth I am ruled by you.
Sarah? Stand for the county. Go tell him of this. I shall have this not laid up tomorrow morning.
I did speak to the youthful lord at Lawrence's cell, and I gave him what love I could, not o'erstepping the bounds of modesty.
Well, I'm glad on it. This is good. Stand. This is as it should be. Sarah! Send word to the Lord why you're still here. Go get thee gone. Well, the whole town owes much debt to Friar Lawrence.
Oh, will you go to my chamber with me to seek such necessaries as are needed for tomorrow?
No, not tomorrow. Thursday. There is time enough.
We'll to church tomorrow.
Those vestments are what is necessary for tomorrow. Thank you.
Need you not my help?
No, I must be alone a while. And prithee, have the nurse sit up with you. You must have your hands full with all these sudden burdens.
Well, good night. Get thee to bed. Thou needst thy rest.
Farewell. Who knows when we shall meet again? What if you do not work? It cannot be so. What if you're poison, given to me secretly by the friar, for he is to hide his shame of marrying me earlier? No. No, the friar is a holy man. But if this does not work, and I awake in a tomb before friar or law could ever find me, and I am strangled with toxic air from the tomb, what then? Will I not be dead before I am found? What if I panic? What if I panic? Seeing Tybalt there green in the earth his fresh wounds, and I with some bone of some great kinsman dash out my desperate brain. 240 hours. Romeo, stay. I will come to thee.
Mistress! What mistress? Why, lady! Why, you slug of bed? Sleep for a week? You take your pennyworths now, for I bet the county has set up his rest that you should rest a little. God forgive me, Mary and Amen. How soundly she sleeps. I must needs wake her. Lady! Lady! What, dressed? And in your clothes then down again, I must needs wake her. Lady! 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 Alas!
can be such a sight as this?
Oh day, oh day, oh day, oh most hateful day! Never had seen such a black a day as this!
Beguiled, wronged, divorced, spited, slain, most detestable death by thee beguiled, by cruel, cruel thee quite overthrown. Oh love, oh life, but love and death.
Come, ho, for shame! Confusion's cure lies not in confusion. You and heaven both have part in this maid, and now heaven hath it all, and all the better for the maid, for thou part in her could not keep her from death, but through heaven her life is immortal. The most you seek for her is her promotion, and now you see her ascending in heaven above the clouds, and you weep? No, take your rosemary and put it on her corpse, and bring her in her best attire to church, as custom is.
Everything that we had set for the wedding from their office changed to black funeral. Our wedding cheer changes to a burial sad feast. Our instruments to melancholy bells, and all things change them to the contrary.
Sir, you go in, and madam go with him. Everyone prepare to take this course to her grave. The heavens wish some ill hour upon you. Let's cross them not by crossing their will.
If I may trust the flattering truth of sleep, then some joyful news is at hand. News from Verona! How now, Balthazar? Dost thou not read a letter from the friar? How doth my lady? How is my father? How fares Juliet? I'll ask that again, because none can be ill if she is well.
Then she is well, and nothing can be ill. Her body sleeps in Capel's monument, and her immortal part with the angels lives. I saw her laid low in her kindred's vault, and presently took post to tell it to you. Oh, pardon me for bringing you these ill news, since you did leave it to my officer.
Is that even so? Then I defy you, stars. Thou knowest my lodging. Getting ink and paper and hire post horses, I will hence today.
I do beseech you, sir, have patience. Your looks are pale and wild, and to import some misadventure.
Tush! Thou art deceived. Leave me and do the thing I bid thee do. Hast thou no letters from the friar?
No, my good lord.
No matter. Get thee gone, and hire the horses. I'll be with thee straight. Well, Juliet, I will with thee tonight. What ho! Upon the carry!
Your call so loud.
Come hither, man! I see that thou art poor. Hold, here are 40 ducats. Let me have a dram of poison, that the life-weary taker may fall dead.
Such mortal drugs I have, but mantua's law is death to any he who utters them.
And thou art so bare and full of wretchedness and fearest to die. Famine is in thy cheeks. Contempt and beggary hangs on thy back. The world is not thy friend, nor the world's law. The world affords no law to make thee rich. Then be not poor, and break it, and take this.
My poverty, not my will, consent.
I pay thy poverty, and not thy will.
Put this in any liquid thing you will and drink it off. And if you had the strength of
20 minutes, we'll dispatch you straight.
There's thy gold. To Juliet's grave, for there is where I must use thee.
Holy Franciscan brother! Oh, this should be the same voice of Friar Jean. Oh, welcome back from Mantua. Did you deliver my message to Romeo? What hath he say? Or if he writ, give me thy letter.
Oh, well, what happened was going barefoot to find a brother out, one of our order, and then I go there, and once I get there, I could not find him, but then there was the soldiers of the town, and they said that they suspected that we were in a house that was infected where the pestilence did reign. So they stopped us and they sealed up the gates, and then my speed to Mantua was stayed.
So who then did deliver my letter to Romeo?
I could not send it. Here it is again.
Oh, holy Friar John, oh, holy Franciscan Brotherhood, this was not a letter of nice, but full of charge, and very important, and the delay in giving it, I fear, can cause grave harm. Quick, go with thee, get you a crowbar and bring it to my cell. I have business to attend.
I'll take it to thee.
Oh, God, now I must go to the monument alone, for in 3 hours fair Juliet will waken, and she'll bestrew me that Romeo know not of these means. But I'll write to Mantua and hide her in my cell. I've got to get her poor living corpse in a dead man's tomb.
Give me thy torch, boy. Yet and stand aloof. Yet put it out, for I would not be seen. Under yon yew trees lay thee all along, holding thy ear to the hollow ground, so shall no foot upon the churchyard tread, being loose and firm when digging up the graves. But thou shalt hear it. Whistle then to me a signal that something doth approach. Do as I bid thee, go.
I'm almost afraid to stand down here in the churchyard, but I will invent time.
Sweet flower, with flowers thy bridal bed I strew. Oh, woe, thy canopy is dust and stones, with which sweet water nightly I will weep. Or wanting that, with tears distilled by moans, the obsequies that for thee I will keep, nightly will weep, to strew and weep. The boy gives warning something doth approach. Vile Montague, stop thy unhallowed toil! Condemned villain, I do apprehend thee, convicted to be pursued further than death. Obey, and go with me, for thou must die.
I must indeed, and therefore I came hither. Good gentle youth, tempt not a desperate man. Fly hence and leave me to think upon these gone. Let them affright thee. I beseech thee, youth, put not another sin upon my head by urging me to fury. Begone. By heaven, I love thee better than I love myself, for I come hither armed against myself. Stay not, begone and live, and hereafter say a madman's mercy made thee run away.
I do defy thy congregations and defy thee for a villain here.
Wilt thou provoke me? Then have at thee, boy.
Oh, be fight! I will go call the watch. I am slain. If thou be merciful, lay me with Juliet.
Dear Juliet, why art thou yet so fair? Shall I believe that unsubstantial death is amorous, and that the lean, abhorred monster keeps thee here in the dark to be his paramour? For fear of that, I will stay with thee, and never from this palace of dim light depart again. Eyes, look your last. Arms, take your last embrace. Lips, seal with a righteous kiss. to my love. Oh, true apothecary. Thy drugs are good. Just with a kiss, I die.
Romeo? Alack, alack! Oh! What bloody gore stains the entrance of this tomb, and masterless gory swords in a place of peace. Oh! Romeo! So pale and who? Paris, too, and steeped in blood? Oh, the lady stirs. Ha!
Oh, comfortable friar. Where is my lord? I remember where I should be, and there I am. Where's my Romeo?
Lady Juliet, come with me. A higher power than we can contradict hath thwarted our plans. In thy bosom thy husband lies, dead, and Paris too. Come away with me, I'll dispose of thee in a sisterhood of nuns, and you'll be safe there. I hear a noise, the watch is coming. Do not question me, come!
Get thee thy ways, I will not away. What's this? My true love's hand. Poison. I've been your untimely end. No, Jerome. John gave me drop and left not one for me thereafter. I shall kiss thy lips, and hope some drop remains to act as my restorative. My lips are warm. A noise? And I'll be brief. Happy dagger, this is thy sheath. Thy breast. Let die.
Lead boy, which way? What should it be that they so shriek abroad? The people in the street cry Romeo, some Juliet, and some Paris, all run with open outcry towards our monument.
Oh, heavens. Look how our daughter bleeds. This dagger has mistaken for love. Its house is empty on the back of Montague. It is missheathed in my daughter's bosom. Oh.
Come, Montague, for thou art early up to see thy son and heir is early down.
Alas, my leech, my wife had stopped her breath tonight due to her son's exile. What else who conspires against us?
Look, and thou shalt see.
What manners is in this?
I stand here both to condemn and to expunge, both to explain and to excuse.
Say at once what thou knowest of this.
I will be brief, for my short-dated breath is not so long as this tedious tale. Romeo, there dead, was husband to Juliet, there dead, and she, Romeo's faithful wife. I married them on their stolen marriage day, which was Tybalt's doomsday, and his untimely death doth banish the new-made bridegroom, and it was for he, not Tybalt, Juliet pined. You, thinking to stop her grief, sought to marry her to County Paris, and she comes to me, bid with wild looks in my lair, asking me to find a way to stop, or else she'd kill herself there in my cell. So I gave to her unto my tutored arts a sleeping potion, which so took effect as I had intended, and brought on the form of death. Meanwhile, I wrote to Romeo and told him to come hither at this time and day, so he could take her from her borrowed grave. But the The man who delivered my letter, Friar John, was held up by accident and yesternight returned my letter back. Then, all alone at the prefixed hour, I came here to take her from her cell of waking, and then when I came upon here, I saw noble Paris and true Romeo dead, and she wakes up and I bid her please come with me. But then the noise did scare me off, and she, upset and desperate, did not come with me, and so did violence unto herself.
I want you to give me my hand. For this is my daughter's jointure. No more can I demand.
But I can give thee more. For I will raise her statue in pure gold. And while Verona for that name is known, there shall nothing more important be known as that of fair Juliet.
Some shall be pardoned, and some punished. For never was there a tale of more woe than this of Juliet and her Romeo.
Before we open. Thank you again, everyone, for watching online. This is part of the 2022 So Many Shakespeares Festival, which runs through August 27th. Audra actually has a punchline loading show on the 8th. It's all virtual, so you can watch them at home. Denise actually has her Sound Vomit musical improv Shakespearean show happening on the 22nd. Anybody else have anything they want to plug right now? No? Cool. All right. Well, if you liked it, tell your friends. If you hated it, tell your enemies so you can suffer the way that you did tonight. And have a great rest of your night.